Hello students, this is your science sir. Today I am going to start a new chapter. This is called The Cell from the book of Yash Chand of 8th class. In this chapter you are going to learn about cell and its functions and what are the different cell organelles and microscope, preparation of slides, as well as the different structures of plant cell and animal cell. If you take any living being, these living beings are consist of different body parts. For example, if you take ourselves, we have different body organs like hands, legs, head, body, and many more internal and external parts also. How do these parts are made up of? These parts are also made up of different types of tissues and muscles, and the entire body is also made up of bones also. You know, our body maybe consists of tissues, muscles, bones, blood, skin, and nerves also. Now I am going to explain you what are tissues. The tissue is a group of smaller units called cells. You know, there are many cells together to form a structure. This structure is considered as tissues. These tissues are together, they form a structure. It is called muscles. Some different muscles are together, they form a structure. This structure is called as organs. Some different organs together, they form a structure or a complete body is called as organism. Once again I am repeating, the tissues are being developed by cells, and the tissues together they form muscles. The muscles together they form organs. Organs together they form a complete living organism. Here you have to understand what is the basic thing to form a complete body. We can understand that cell is the basic thing to form a complete structure. That's why the cells are known as basic unit of life. You know, all the living organisms are made up of cells, but some organisms are made up of single cells, but some of the cell organisms are made up of many cells. Some are made up of single cells, some are made up of many cells. Even though they are made up of a single cell, even though they are made up of a many cells, they will be considered as living organisms. Here you have to understand very important two terminologies. They are unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. What does it mean by unicellular organism? Unicellular organisms means they are made up of only single cell. They will be considered as unicellular organisms. Example: bacteria, virus, chlamydomonas, amoeba, euglena, and many more unicellular organisms also present. And what is multicellular organism? You know, there are many types of the living organisms, including with plants and animals. They are having different parts. It means they are made up of many tissues. So a tissue means it is a group of cells. It means it is not made up of a cell. So the organisms which are made up of more than one cell, they will be considered as multicellular organisms. We can say all types of the plants and humans, all types of the birds, living organisms, whatever we are able to see with our naked eyes, those organisms also considered as multicellular organisms. Those organisms which we cannot see through the naked eyes, to see or observe them, we should have one particular device. It is called microscope. That kind of the organisms are known as unicellular organisms. We can see them through only microscope. But multicellular organisms need not to be worried about that. We can see directly with our naked eyes.